Ramokgopa le kae?
Re teng le kae papa?
Welcome home. Le fihlile mo Pheli, le tshwere meeting ke oversight visit?
Yeah, ke oversight visit, and then gape re bua le the community members ne re etsa di door to door, just go bua le batho re tsebe gore mathata a bona ke tse feng, you know, listening to the issues tsa batho ba re botsa ka di issues tsa safety, for example. Obviously safety ke issue ya ko Mzansi, everybody's got a crime issue, but it's important to know gore in this community, what are the ways in which people are affected by the crime issue. And then more than oversight visit go Atteridgeville Clinic, Redila Lady, waiting times, also safety issues, community issues, and the issues that capacity.
Why did you feel important or Utlemo Atteridgeville, particularly because of the portfolio you are running and where you are going to run? Why are you doing this? Because we are guys.
Of course. Okay, askis. Ngebere tomileka introduction askis. So nakalibitso ke Vuyiswa Ramokgopa, ke national chairperson ya Rise Mzansi, but most importantly ke premier candidate ya Gauteng ya Rise Mzansi. Rise Mzansi akere ke mokgatlo montsha re thomilwe ka April 2023, and I was also a founding member ya Rise Mzansi. So today was about doing visibility, as I was saying, what are we about, what are we bringing to the table, and also to understand what the issues are in the community that we will be leading very soon.
Okay. King says kumaning reluduchi fase le baetapele ba clinic se le skhumaneng se le re o bona go specifically o ka gona go thusha batho ba Atteridgeville ka sona.
Yeah, so more clinicing neribuali, yes, le baetapele ba clinic, mostly the facilities staff, and ne ba re botsa ka di issues tsa capacity, number one, because the main thing a community e llang ka yona ke di waiting times. Batho ba fitla ka bo ma 2-3 am ya matha until maybe 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock. Sometimes they can even find themselves by me until the afternoon. And so nerebatlo understand what causes that. So number one, ke issue the appointment. Many people have the appointment. Which is okay because that must happen also. But the problem ke gore ha o sa etse appointment, you may or may not get in, and utla fita already QA me other people also ba hira batho gore ba eme mo queuing, and maybe ba fa di 50 randa or whatever gore ba emele mo queuing. So wena o tla na re fitlile ka nako kante gona le ba hirilweng gore ba emele batho. So these are the types of challenges that they are dealing with as a clinic. And then also just the general maintenance, le upkeep ya clinic, you know, ha re shebile re bona gore go na le matlakala and the grass has not been cut, and that's also not it's not great for the community's facility to be in that condition. And one of the key issues ke gore bana le di ground staff members, say two by two fell, the people that are responsible, and Omung has been on medical leave for a whole year. So Kimoto Oiwan that is responsible for cleaning this whole place and cutting the grass and keeping the place in shape. So it's important for the city who runs the facility, the city of Tzaneen, who runs the facility, must ensure that the facility is well capacitated with ground staff. Sometimes maybe bathola di EPWP staff, but it's also not constant. So on off, and that becomes a problem, you know. So those are some of the key issues. Yeah.
Among the challenges, at the back of your mind, what are the positives that you can tell what Atteridgeville? Pheli umonate. Pheli is one of the most beautiful old townships that we have in Gauteng. What are the beautiful things that you've seen, and have you been to Ramokgopa Street?
I have been to Ramokgopa Street, and you are so right. There's a sense of community, Khoskunu, and that's something that really I'm taking away from this community. Khoskunu batho ba ithata wa bona hore le how kana ko di jareteng, like everybody's house looks good and batho ba smart, you know, we're doing the door to door, and some of the people were expecting us, others never sa tsebo re ratla, but at least when you walk into somebody's house, Khoskunu, everything looks in place, you know. So it's been a pleasant experience. The other thing is that batho ba Pheli ba very, very welcoming and very warm. We've had good conversations, but welcomile, and everybody has been very accommodating of Rise Mzansi and of myself, and so we'll definitely be spending more time here. But anyway, renale batho ba rona ba based in this area, in this ward actually, so they work here every day, so I'm sure le tlabe le kopana le bona doing the door to door even when I'm not here.
First anniversary next month, la rola le rekile keke la re invite dintsang.
Absolutely. So next month, as you said, ke 1 year anniversary ya rona, official anniversary. And not just, it's not just about Khoreka Keke Pela, we are now national, you know, we've got provincial structures in all 9 provinces, so we're not just a Gauteng based organization. We announced the premier candidates in our first election, so Gauteng, KZN, Western Cape, we're going to be launching them in the next few weeks, the other 2, and so we're very positive about this election.
Party kai Vuyiswa roja birthday alinakai.
You'll find out.
Thank you very much.
I don't have venue as yet because you know people like copying other people. Next thing, but bookile venue rona, so I don't want to sabotage things.
All right, no, we'll keep our fingers crossed and good luck for the election.
Thank you, my brother.
Pakani minjani? Iko man. How is Atteridgeville?
Atteridgeville is very welcoming. It's good to be here. It's good to interact with community members. The warmth that they are showing us is quite encouraging for us as residents.
I'm happy you didn't say it's hot.
It's a warm welcome. Yeah. We expect that the weather to be hot.
Yeah.
As you can see, I mean, like it's a hot day in Tshwane, sure. But I can't expect that on the 6th of March Tshwane will be cold. Tshwane will always be hot around this time.
Thank you very much. I hear you were doing oversight visit to the area, specifically the Atteridgeville clinic. Did you get the chance to sit down?
Yeah, we did get a chance to speak to the facility manager, Sister Matsimela, where we raised the concerns that the community was raising with us. Sometimes it's the understanding or the relation with the hospital, so and other things that they do raise is the issue of safety, the general safety of the nursing staff. And also community coming in at times, breaking into the facility that delays the services to the people. The other thing that does concern, it's the issue of the staff, as in especially the general workers. You can see the clinic, the outside is it's not clean, it's not kept. So these are some of the issues that they are admitting. That it's not happening. So, but I'm glad that even the facility manager was able to speak to us as Rise Mzansi.
In terms of capacity, in terms of personnel, do you think they are capacitated?
They have enough. All their vacancies are filled, but sometimes if one of the sisters it's not coming in, it creates a delay in terms of the people, the sick people that are coming in to be attended, because there are a few sisters that have been allocated to the clinic. So it will be helpful if more sisters are allocated to the clinic so that people can be helped much faster.
Does Rise Mzansi subscribe to the notion that clinics, especially this one, because it's on the main road, it's at the heartbeat of the people of Atteridgeville, could actually be capacitated to work 24 hours? And if you subscribe to that, do you think they are ready?
From the conversation that we had with the facility manager, I wouldn't say that they are ready to operate at 24 hours. There will be a need to change both in terms of the facilities that are available, but also adding more personnel, because you cannot expect the same personnel that service during the day to service in the evening. But I think one of the things that was raised, which does make a bit of sense, is that the hospital is not far from here. There just needs to be a better communication with the community in terms of what to do when there's an after-hour emergency.
If Ramokgopa does take Gauteng, given the footprint that you have realized in terms of capacity, how long do you think it could take you to turn a problematic area like this one, like this clinic, where issues of capacity, infrastructure, the general upkeep is concerned? How long do you think it could take? I'll give you an example. Those other red guys, they say they can finish load shedding in 6 months. For a clinic like this, including many others in Gauteng, how long do you think it could take you to turn?
So it's not so much to turn it around, but it's to reclassify it as a community health center that can then operate 24 hours, that can then have a maternity ward, because if you do not have the maternity ward, you do not have the beds, then it's difficult to then say that you can operate 24 hours. So it's just the reclassification, but this particular clinic is under the city of Tshwane, so it will need to be for it to operate 24 hours, it will need to be reclassified as a community health center that will then fall under the provincial government, and that's something that we'll investigate. But also look, in our own interaction, we've been informed that the entire Atteridgeville does not have a community health center, which is not the right thing. What needs to happen is that we need to have community health centers so that you alleviate the pressure from the hospital. Not everyone needs to go and queue at the hospital. They need to be attended in the community health centers, but also the primary health centers like this clinic needs to do their job a lot more properly.
12 April was celebrator. Who are you calling to a big party?
We celebrate on the 19th. We call South Africans.
Where?
We haven't decided the venue, but it's a big day. It's a 1-year anniversary. It will be a celebration with the people of this country, because we are where we are thanks to the people of this country who say we need new leaders, the people that say that it's in our hands to build a safe, prosperous, equal and united South Africa. Those that have been standing behind Rise Mzansi, our organizers, our volunteers and general South Africans will be invited.
I saw your manifesto, too much English, nothing to do scripts on. Very quickly, what are the topical things that you think, because of you've already been in Atteridgeville, what are the things that you could chop down and make it understandable for people of Atteridgeville? Anything that, on the manifesto that you think, few things that you could make it easy for them?
It's safety. We need to keep our communities safe. We need to ensure that the supply of electricity needs to be, like people need to receive electricity. We need to fix Transnet so that if ESCOM and Transnet can work, we can grow the economy. And when we grow the economy, the people of South Africa are going to get jobs, because the firms, the companies will be in safer communities, safer environments. So you keep community safe, it makes it easy for business people to invest there. You supply electricity, then now the businesses can run. Transnet works, now you can move the goods around the country and also export some of the goods. So by so doing, you will be able to grow the economy.
Thank you very much.